All right, Shalom. This is the brother Wanathan. About Adawam coming at you another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that great minister and well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right, and this is basically going to be another MOTB weekly lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. But what I have here is something one of the brothers sent in the group chat. All right, in France, president here, what's his name? Forget his name, Morocco or something like that. But anyways, he orders. It says here, France orders hospitals to prepare for war by 2026, which is pretty much next year. Okay. Like I said, I put a statement in one of them chats that the brother sent this. I made a statement. Esau tried to put a timetable on everything, like he knows, like he's controlling his destiny, like he's calling the shots on what and when things happen. No, it's Yahweh Shemel Shah. It's the scriptures say that, man. Everything happens on the Most High's time. All right. So, hey, who says we can't be in World War III or the Third World's War by the end of this year? Because escalations have been happening as far as this war brewing up, because we technically in World War III, but more tensions are rising, between Russia, Ukraine, Babylon, Venezuela, China, Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea. Hey, all these tensions brewing up, and it's all coming together. All right, and then the scriptures say too, no man knows the time nor the hour. So, hey, everything is in the power of Yahweh Shemel Shah's hands, man. All right, including time. All right, nobody knows the time, not even the angels nor the Lord Himself. Okay, but the point of this lesson is, the chip, it's got to happen. Okay, World War III is not going to fully escalate into nuclear war till that chip is made mandatory. Okay, so the thing is, if they're saying by next year, so World War III is this close to I believe they said actually spring, maybe spring of next year, 2026. So if that's the case, how close is the chip? See that? How close is the chip being made mandatory, man? Okay. So I do want to get a scripture. I ain't gonna make this lesson long at all. Make it brief. Let's get a Second Ezra, the 9th chapter. The point is in 1. Okay, because we measure the times. How we know we close to everything. Okay, by measuring the time, seeing, keeping up with current events, the prophecies that's going according to the Bible. We link it up. We link what's going on in real time to the prophecies of this book. Okay, so that's how we know how much closer we are to the end. All right, so anyways, this is 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And we measure the time by watching, okay, as well as praying like the Lord commanded, watching. But the point is watching, man, being watchmen, okay, which are the prophets. The prophets are going to watch. They're going to keep up with current events. They're going to stay in the know, man, what's going on, and link it up to prophecy, the prophecies of the scriptures, man. Okay. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, like you just had a blood moon or a lunar eclipse the other day, I think it was visible in India. Okay. Another sign of the heavens, man. All right. It says, and when thou seest the part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou know, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the Lord's visiting this place, man. All right. And that we know that MOTB is close. Okay, because they got all kind of legislations and laws and technology, which alludes to that major prophecy coming to pass, making it mandatory. All these draconian legislations and false, what's the lead up to it, make things draconian, locking shit down. All right, creating order ab chaos situations, and like I mentioned, this war is brewing up more and more every day, man. So everything again is coming together, and again we need that MOTB, that CHIP to come to pass, man. We need it to be mandatory. Okay, so World War III can be fully blown, into a nuclear war, and we can get the hell up out of here. Lord willing, part of the elect. Okay, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, there's uproars going on, man. Okay, Nepal's now is in turmoil. I think France is starting to be in turmoil. They pretty much collapsed. America is next, man. Okay, we got these Magites, like I mentioned at Camp Sunday, turning on Trump. Yeah, they realize he ain't nothing but a goddamn puppet, man. Okay, being controlled by his puppet masters, the elite. Okay, like he really cares. He don't care about you, Slakia. He don't care about you, Magites, man. You Magite devils. Okay, being bamboozled too. Let me read verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, and we're seeing countless earthquakes. Okay, there's countless earthquakes going on, man. Even places where you don't expect earthquakes, like the East Coast. I think the East Coast recently had another one. Okay? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Right? It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So when you read Isaiah 46:10, it says he declared the end, all right, from the beginning. And we're in the end of days, man. Okay, and again, it's only a matter of time before that CHIP is made mandatory. Verse 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, okay? All that is, let me read this again. It says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, okay? Live and die, right? And the end is manifest. So the end is being made manifest, man. Okay, that CHIP is being made manifest. That's the going to be the new currency, and that is the MOTB. Okay, we've been making it manifest here at Great Millstone, starting with the apostles. Verse 6 says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. All right, powerful works are working, man. These prophecies are coming to pass. The prophets are out. They've been warning. Okay, and mainly we've been warning about the MOTB. That's all I'm going to read there. All right, we've been warning about this, man. Let me pull up an image. We've been warning about this for years, starting with the apostles. See this? Okay, this is about to be made mandatory, man. And we're approaching what's called the hour of temptation, which probably ending it off on that. The hour of temptation is upon us. Okay? World War III, we're at the cusp of World War III, man. Things are happening. These nations having tensions. BRICS is forming an alliance, a harder alliance against Babylon. Oh, yeah, Israel just bombed Qatar, man. Okay? And Qatar is talking about retaliating. They bombed the shit out of Qatar. So a lot of shit. Iran been threatening Babylon and Israel again. So things are happening, man. So again, with all these things happening regarding the third world as well, how close are we to the chip being made mandatory? They got to pull off some kind of false, real soon to get this thing really going. Okay, to bring this major prophecy right here to pass, man. Okay, they're gonna need to orchestrate that. They got something in the works. Okay, These devils are definitely cooking up something. While you niggas are being distracted by the NFL and NCAA football season, this devil's constantly got something cooking, man. All right? But the elect is going to be prepared. The 1/3 is going to be prepared for this, man. Because we've been standing upon our watch, and we have been having faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We want these things to happen. They got to happen. Hey, it's the only way we're going to get the hell up out of here, out of this fucking captivity, man. Okay? So I'm ending it off with Revelations 3, starting at verse 10. Because the hour, like I said, the hour of temptation is definitely upon us, man. All right, this is Revelations 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and patience goes into suffering, and we got to suffer in this truth. Okay, it says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which consists of the RFID Marcus Sihip, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. See, to try them that dwell upon the earth, and everybody's going to be tried. That word world is onken, meaning, which means the whole entire inhabited planet. All right. It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. We ain't gonna let the elect ain't gonna let nobody take their crown, man. They're gonna hold fast and keep their trust in Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. Okay. Let me read it from the top again. Verse 11 says, behold, I come quickly. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. He's coming quickly, man. Okay. It says, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Okay. The crown of the true crown of life, the immortality, the salvation, man, that the elect about to receive. Verse 12, it says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, right? And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem. So everything's going to be made afresh, all right? The names of the Lord, his son, the nation of Israel, right? It says, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name, or meaning refresh name. Everybody gonna know that the names of the Lord and his son, Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. Okay. So hey, we're here. We at the end, man. Okay, and the Lord, he's about to crack them clouds. Once the Sihip is made mandatory and these nations start shooting off those missiles, it's a wrap for this place, man. The Lord's going to come back and claim his throne. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to sign off again by saying all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone Well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. I'm saying shalom and kwam yashala. Shalom.